today on Coffee and Conversation with your girl, Shakenya. When you get a minute, go to the YouTube channel Shakenya and hit subscribe. Look at some of the videos. It's actually Coffee and Conversation with Shakenya. Hit subscribe. Please, guys. So we back at Myers, guys. They done redid it. I didn't get y'all on camera. They done redid it. They done redid our little store. So we back. I think Miss Vicky heard me say that I missed her. So she got on my Facebook. You know Miss Vicky, she up there, boy. She be on Facebook. Miss Vicky living her best life, okay? So she messaged, she put a little comment and said that they was back open, right? So we back, y'all. We back. Yeah, you can't see me no more in my skibbies. Oh, no. It's all good. It's all good. I'm hot now. I'm having a flash. You know how it is. Yeah. I know that was TMI, but that's real life. It just comes over you all of a sudden. Yeah. Baby, you got any cream? Okay. Alright. French vanilla basically is what I was asking for, because I know it's right here, but I'm going to work it out.
That's my favorite too.
Yeah. So you should be on top of them about that, making sure they get Alright, I ain't tripping. Thank you. I like harassing people every now and then, right? So y'all, today I can't get into the syllabus because you know I don't usually come on Saturday and Sunday, right? So no, I can't get into the syllabus. Are you healed? I know. From everything, from your childhood issues, childhood trauma, right? Anything that traumatized you as a child, right? Hey, Miss Portia, how you doing? Y'all, this is Portia. Y'all remember Portia was a part of the original crew 4 years ago when we first started Coffee and Conversation. How you been? I'm good, baby. Good to see you. You know,
hello, everyone. I'm Portia. Coming up here buy me a coffee. I was a former Myers gas station employee, and I always come back to visit.
Yes, and it's always
I never forget where I came from.
That's right.
You guys have a blessed day, and always remember, keep God first.
Yes, thank you, Portia. Thank you. Yes, guys. So today, I just want to know if you healed from anything. Yeah, anything that has a bad breakup. Yeah, this one right here. Like maybe a bad breakup.
I got some creamer in here.
Yeah. Have you found closure? Have you healed from that? One thing, have y'all found closure together? I know that hardly ever happens, like when y'all break up and y'all sit down and talk about what actually happened, who was at fault, what I did, what part I played, right? And then y'all sit there, cry, forgive each other, and then go on y'all separate ways, right? But y'all still friends, and y'all good, right? That's part of the healing process. But if you don't have that opportunity to heal with that person, you still gotta find it. Yeah, now you won't get full disclosure because they not putting their part in and telling you can only go off of what you assume and what you think might have happened or what you think you didn't do from their end of it, right? But you probably know what you did, what part you played, right? Hey, you still got to find closure in that. You still got to heal from that, right? Have you forgiven them? Have you forgiven them for sleeping with your cousin? Right? Yeah, if you haven't healed. Yep. Oh my God, it gets deeper. Let me get back to the book. Last breakup, finally found closure. Do you know why the relationship ended? Do you know what you did wrong? What they did wrong? Have you accepted that, right? Or are you still struggling? Are you thinking about the what ifs and the possibilities, right? Now that you done figured out what it is, shit, can you make a new? Can you come back? Are they receptive to that? Are they trying to get back with you, right? Because it can't be one-sided, right? You can't heal from that if you still chasing them and they don't want nothing to do with you. Right, at some point, some decisions got to be made, right? I'm just checking in with you because I want you to heal. I want you to be happy. I want you to be happy, all right? Let me see what else. Struggling with the possibilities. Do you feel the same way? This is why this a goal for y'all to sit down and talk together. Yeah, if y'all can do that, right? Are you working on the things that they said that you was doing wrong in the relationship? Only if you agree. Only if you agree with them, right? But if they suggested something to you as the reason why they left, now that y'all not together, are you working on that? That way in the new relationship, that won't be an issue. That's only if you agree. Yeah, I ain't saying change yourself for nobody, right? That's only if you agree. Like if they said that you was not affectionate in the relationship, are you going to be more affectionate in your new one, right? Or are you going to try to be more affectionate for that person that left you because of that reason? And would that be enough to keep y'all together? I'm just asking because these are the questions that you ask yourself to help you with this healing process, right? So, like I said, only if you agree, because you might be somebody that's just not affectionate, right? Just not an affectionate person. They knew that when they got with you. So the next person you get with, they're going to have to accept that about you, right? Or did you used to be affectionate in a relationship and you stopped? Right? Yeah. Well, now, is it a lesson learned for you that the things that it takes to get somebody you have to do to keep them? So in the next relationship, I'm just asking, what about if they cheated? Why did they cheat? And I'm not excusing anybody that cheat. That's not. I'm not. If you in a relationship and it's a monogamous relationship, yeah, chances are you're not supposed to be cheating or sleeping or doing anything with anybody else other than that person. Now, if it's an open relationship, that means that that's something y'all agreed upon. So y'all have rules probably put in place. You able to creep out, they able to creep out. It's an understood rule, what not to do, right? But everybody good with that. So, no, if it's not that, then cheat. Right? But why did they cheat? Why did you stop giving them something? Was you playing the coochie game? Again, not excusing it. Just trying to let you see where something that you did might have contributed to. Because you can only play that coochie game so long before it get tired. Right? Tad, it's like your little coochie, right? So, yeah. Or were they just a whore? Either way, you should be able to find closure in that, right? Yeah. Said that. Coochie gang, said that. Yeah, somebody else's, yeah, and now that they're not with you, that's somebody else's problem. So I guess I'm getting to the point of you shouldn't be still mad and harboring feelings, and it should be kind of easy for you to forgive them now that the relationship is over, right? That's somebody else's problem now, right? So you shouldn't be mad every time you see them. It should be a way to where y'all still should be friends. I'm friends with all my exes. That didn't come out right, but yeah, I am. I'm friends with all my exes. It's only like 2 or 3 that I might not talk to. I don't burn bridges. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they might not have been right for me in a relationship type thing, but they might be cool friends. You know what I'm saying? Business partners, things of that nature. Yeah, but y'all just weren't equally yoked or meant to be together in a relationship. Yeah, that don't make nobody a bad person just because Yeah, well, if they cheated on you, yeah, that's a bad person. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all don't have to be enemies, ops, just because the relationship didn't work out, right? So yeah, forgiveness, that's for you. That's part of your healing process. I don't know, I'm trying to stay the script, guys. If you're not healed, get with the new man. Because what you don't want to do is go into a new relationship and you're not healed. Yeah. Now this new dude who ain't did nothing wrong, you going through his phone, you checking where he at on his car, you done put something on his car to find out where you calling to make sure he say where he at. Oh Lord, Jesus, all unnecessary, right? Why? Because this new man ain't did nothing to you. But because you didn't heal from that last relationship, you got trust issues now. So you taking out what old boy did to you out on every dude you done met after that, right? No, you want to heal first before you move on, okay? So I'm just making sure you're healed. Have you suffered a great loss? Somebody close to you, family member, friend, child, parent, co-worker. Loss is a loss. You're grieving, right? You're finding it hard to move on. You're finding it hard to get back to a place of normalcy. You're struggling going through the 5 stages. Like, yeah, it's 5 stages of grief. Yeah, you denial. Have you experienced that yet? Anger. Yeah. Bargaining. Yeah. I struggled in that area. If I would have did this, if I, and then when I did my self-reflecting, when I think about the baby, I wouldn't have did nothing no different. Yeah, with all the kids, because when you do that self-reflecting, you got to get deep, right? You got to think about your childhood, how you was raised, how you raised the other kids, if there's anything that you did wrong or could have done better, or, yeah, I would have done everything over again, the same way. I struggled in that area, right? Depression. And the final stage is acceptance. You might need to talk to a therapist. You might need to see a grief counselor. You might need to find some type of meeting, a group setting where people are experiencing the same thing that you might be experiencing. You might need to have a talk with a mental health professional. Just to help you get back to normal, just to help you put things in perspective, just to help you cope, right? Yeah, we got to normalize talking about therapy. You know what I mean? We got to normalize going. We got to normalize that when something is wrong with us, that it's a place that you can go to get fixed. Right? That way it's not a struggle and you're not stressing. Yeah, you're not, because you're dealing with it. Yeah, you have help. You're not alone. You're not doing it by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, coping skills, a way to deal. What about a traumatic experience, like a brutal attack? Fighting for your life type situation. Almost checked out. Right? A bad car accident. Oh, ooh, you lost limbs. You was almost gone. They had to revive you a few times. Ooh, thank God you made it. Thank God you made it, right? But shit, as a result of, you don't like to go nowhere. Oh, you don't like crowds. You don't like being around people. You don't like events. You hate fireworks. 4th of July used to be your favorite holiday. Now, ooh, you don't want to be nowhere around, right? You don't like to drive. You don't drive anymore because of the accident. You don't like riding with nobody. Oh, you a backseat driver even when you in the front, right? It's difficult. Things are difficult now for you. You might be struggling with PTSD or something. Yeah, that's enough to send you there. You might need to talk to somebody about that. You have to normalize taking care of your mental health. You might actually need to talk to somebody so they can explain to you why you're feeling the way that you're feeling right now. Hey, Frank, good morning. Yeah, they'll be able to go detail by details because, see, they went to school for this stuff. You know what I mean? So they'll be able to break it down. They'll be able to meet you where you are. They'll be able to explain it to you and answer any questions that you might have relating to that incident, right? They'll be able to take you back and show you why you react the way that you react. They'll be able to show you why you feel the way that you feel as a result of that, right? So, yeah, you might need to do that. It might not be a long period of time, right? It might just be just until you're able to handle it on your own. Because obviously right now you're struggling. You can't get through it alone. You should be able to do what you used to do before the incident. You should be able to go to a crowded place and go hang with your family and friends and enjoy life as you were before that attack, right? You should be able to get in your car and go to the store and do the normal errands that you normally would do before the car accident. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Yes, you need help. It's okay, right? You're not alone. I think that was it. I actually got a DM not too long ago, and you know what I asked them? I said, you subscribe to my channel? They say no. I say, do that. And then I said, look at some of the videos. And if you see just one video out of the thousands that I've had posted, just share one. Just one. Share the one that changed your life. Yep, meaning I gave you some advice and you took it, and now look where you are. Right? Change your life. Give me that credit and share that video. Right. So they did that and they tagged me because I don't be believing y'all when y'all say y'all do it unless you tag me. Right? And they said, and I really didn't know how they was I didn't know if they was trying to be funny. I didn't know if they was trying to hurt my feelings. I didn't know if they was just being honest, but I answered it nonetheless. They said, how can I laugh and continue doing what I'm doing? Right? They said I would be sad as hell, my baby gone, or my baby didn't want me. I ain't gonna tell you what she said, but I'm gonna tell you what she said. She said if my baby didn't want to fuck with me, right? Because I said that in one of the videos. I guess that's probably why she said it. But so that's what I'm saying. I didn't know if they was being funny or not. But they said how sad they would be if their baby didn't want to fuck with them. And then I went back and told her I am sad. I cry every day. Yep, it's not a day that goes by that I don't think about my baby. It's not a day that goes by that I don't think about us as a family. It's not a day that goes by that I don't wonder why she wouldn't want to be in my life, right? But I'm also doing all the same stuff I was doing when she was in my life, right? So that means I would have to stop the youth program. I was doing that program before I had her. You know what I'm saying? That program is my baby, right? I started that program because when I got custody of my little brother after my mom passed, he had so many behavioral issues, right? And here in Wayne County, it wasn't any prevention programs that would that I can do that would prevent him from continuing the behavior, and I didn't want him locked up. I didn't want him 6 feet, you know. So I created attitude adjustment. Like that's, you know how many kids I've serviced? Do you know how many children I've helped and redirected through the use of my jail tour and family meetings, right? I can't just stop that. No, I can't. I get calls every day from parents, whether they enroll their children or not, right? I can't stop that because I'm hurt and distraught and depressed and no. my radio show. Oh, Fix It Jesus, Motor City Radio. Did you catch the show last night? We had Mr. King on there from C.A. King Literary Services. Oh, the whole program was dedicated to reading, how important it is to read. So to have an educated man of color on the show last night, talking about the importance of reading, right? Teaching people how to read, right? The ways and steps that he go about doing so, right? Oh, it was a wonderful program. But I've been doing that program for almost 9 years, right? It's a platform for black-owned businesses, spotlighting people like him, right? I done traveled with that radio show. I interviewed Angela Means in her restaurant in Santa Monica Boulevard, Jackfruit Cafe, right? And y'all know who Angela Means is. Yeah, she played Felicia on Friday, right? So, I mean, and a host of other shows, right? That's the only one I'm labeled for the sake of time. But yeah, I've done things like that on my radio show. Why do I have to stop that? Right? Why would I have to stop that? Right? Just because I'm hurting? Because I suffered a great loss? Yeah, I know. Because that's enough to make somebody want to stop, right? Yeah, but I love that radio show. Yeah, so it'd be hard, but I muster up the strength to get there on Fridays at 7 p.m. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, I have to look at comedy every morning. Yep. I have to look at something funny every morning. Yep. Whether it be on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, yep, Netflix, somebody's comedy stand-up special, just to get myself because I be like this. And then as I hear the comedy and I start laughing and I get myself pumped up, then I get so yeah, it's not easy at all, right? And then I also got to understand that this is something that I couldn't do nothing about. Oh, I couldn't do nothing about it. If me being the type of person that does all these things that I do, right? Raised my little brothers after the loss of my mom, took care of my ex-husband's daddy after he left us, right? I know, that's a big one right there. I'm definitely getting into heaven for that one. I don't care what. I don't care what I ever done bad in life. I'm definitely making it up to heaven with that one, right? So, yeah, that, me taking care of the babies the way I have. As you notice, if you've been following up until now, we are at raising our daughters, part 39, right? So if you go back to part 1 and follow all the way through, binge watch me. If you binge watch me, I bet you'll be able to sit down and say, damn, I ain't even do that. I bet you about 4 times you'll look at your little girl and you'll be like, damn, if I would have did that, maybe, right? But Shakenya did that checking all your dots and boxes and all this. Oh yeah, if none of that was enough to keep that baby from wanting to leave me and the daddy making sure she don't leave me, there wasn't nothing else I could do. So that's one thing I was taught at a young age. You can't really stress about nothing that you have no control over. You know what I mean? Some things you just gotta let go and give it to God. And they say that, and you gotta literally do that, right? So that's the situation that I gotta let go and give to God. I talk to y'all every morning to help y'all so y'all don't make the same mistakes that we did, so that your family isn't broken, right? Because what I tell you, when you break up with your ex, it's only a broken home if y'all can't reconnect, right? Meaning that if y'all can't become friends and raise this baby together, it's not broken anymore. The connection is made, right? But if y'all tend to fight, y'all ops, y'all at each other's throat, y'all done force this baby in a position where they gotta choose. Only one of y'all can come to the special occasions and events. That's madness, right? That's abuse, right? Because you done did something along the way to force that child to have to make that decision. If there's no abuse or neglect. Because you got to keep in mind, in my situation, there was no abuse or neglect, right? That's a difference. No abuse or neglect means that the mama was doing stuff to keep that baby from the daddy, or the daddy was doing stuff to keep that baby from the mama because they mad, they hurt, they haven't healed, they didn't do the first things that we talked about here in the video, right? So, yeah, it's a difference. No abuse, no neglect. Yeah. So y'all, that's it. I think I covered everything. 17, no breaking the cycles. Yeah, me raising my little brothers. My little brothers being fatherless boys. My little brother and my son, but yet they're fathers to their children. My daughter not having a baby at 17. So that's a cycle. That was a generational curse, right? That was a cycle I had to break, right? So, yeah, just me doing that. If that wasn't enough, come on now. It was nothing I could do. So, yeah, the answer to that DM, that's how I can get up and laugh and do what I do. Yeah, then you got to keep in mind, I was on this earth 30 years without her. She ain't never been a day on this earth without me. Yeah.